So I can just about guarantee a video like this doesn't quite exist yet on the internet. So last weekend, my family and I went on a trip to visit my grandparents, and while we had a lovely time, we also went there to have my grandma help me make some new legs. And this is something that we've been doing literally since I can remember. I mentioned in my video of why I'm in a wheelchair that I had my leg amputated when I was 3 years old. And ever since I was 3, my grandma has been making fake legs for me. For every single day use, since I don't need anything that's functional, we just made this idea up. My grandma jokes that we kind of took inspiration from like Cabbage Patch Kid dolls, you know, with their like stuffed like arms and legs. But since that's trademarked, she calls them the coleslaw kids. And we kind of just make them to my size every year. And this is kind of the process.
In this one, it was like you scooted off the Davenport.
Yeah.
You really had your butt on it, but you said, I'm standing.
Aww.
And I don't think you ever. Okay, whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm just showing them the very first legs ever made when I was 3. Oh my goodness.
Cabbage Patch, but we called you coleslaw.
Yes.
There's the recipe.
The recipe. Oh man.
Get a picture of that.
You want to be any taller?
I think you do need it a little bit longer, don't you? I've just noticed when you're sitting, it's a little bit shorter from the thigh.
Yeah, it is.
It also could have collapsed because these are like 3 years old. A little bit, you know.
She wears them every day.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're on TV?
Am I on?
So every time we make new legs, I buy spandex that we attach them to. And I just order these off of Amazon. It's kind of the same, at least design that we get every year. But it's just like a high-waisted spandex, and then we sew the base of the leg into this.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Do you have square toes? I don't remember this.
I think you just kind of sew little, like,
I think we just...
little, like, I don't know what you'd call them, like a loop, and so it kind of like curls the fabric on the end like a toe.
Yeah.
My friend said that now would be really funny if I had a tattoo again. Remember when you put that butterfly tattoo on my leg when I was like 10?
Yeah.
The first one, I think, was PVC pipe.
Mm.
But then we were worried that if you poked yourself, you could hurt yourself.
Mm.
Okay, now I'm putting the ankle dart. I usually have a marker that fades away or washes out.
Mm.
And I don't, you know, I haven't been shopping since March.
Yeah. We've started doing the not the delivery, but they bring it to your car.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, I like it because I can't push the cart easily. Remember when you made it so I could wear flip-flops?
Yeah, I do. You had one toe that was, that was a lot of work.
That was separate, and then it had a little snap on it. Only problem was I couldn't have a snap on my real toe to keep the
keep it on.
And then you got like a stocking already. So we need multiple hands coming in.
We might.
Dead guy.
6.5 to the toe. That's where your foot will be. This is your knee. That's 17.5. 24.5 is the length of the leg. Or no.
Just like fitting pipe. And then you weld it. That's how you fit pipe. Cut that in a wedge form.
Yeah, gotta cut a little more around because we like loop it around this piping.
Yep.
So it need like an extra like inch or two on the thigh part because I got a little thick.
Should we add the extra to the inside?
Yeah, I'm thinking, I thought there'd like be a gap that we could stuff this extras in. On the inside part.
The inside.
The bones.
We need some bones.
This is the foot. We haven't done the toes yet.
We haven't done the toes, and I'll do it now.
Yep.
And we'll do the dimple on
On the knee. Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Making the knee dimple. Try not to grab the fabric this time. There we go.
There we go.
I'm helping.
I help her.
There's the woman myth and legend. Grandma pat herself. Pat Diedrich.
Ouch! More blood. That's why I got it.
Help from the kitten. Don't scratch Grandma. Every time that we make a new set of legs, we usually make 2 or 3 just to get me through like a week's rotation kinda, and then I can rewash them. They're totally machine washable, they're foam. We've tested the foam, it's fine in the dryer, things like that. But yeah, so we just make a couple to get me through the week, and then I just kind of rotate through those for the next year, or however long until I get the next legs made. Would you like to see the final product? 1 second. This is it. As you could kind of see from the process, we would cut like creases in the foam piping that was in the middle to kind of help give it the joints that it needs. This is one of the 2 that she made, and I'll show you kind of what it looks like in my clothes, because I'm wearing the other one right now. Yeah, no, it's super comfortable. It just sits right in place. We also took extra batting to make the heel and give it a little bit more of an arch, because honestly, that's what helps the foot stay in my shoe. I can kind of just like lace it up to fit correct, like fit tight enough to stay, but not all shoes have laces. Or if I'm wearing something like a Tom's kind of shoe that doesn't have a whole lot of coverage on the top and it's just like a flatter thing, I will honestly, oh, I should show you. Okay, I have a safety pin already in place on the back of this shoe. So, demonstration. I would just kind of stuff the foot on the shoe. And the heel actually holds it quite well in place. I can just put a tiny bit of the pin through like the back foam, and it just, you don't even notice it. It just looks like that. And it just holds the shoe right on there. So I don't have to worry about having a Cinderella moment and someone being like, did you lose your shoe? Because that has happened before. And we attach them to a piece of spandex that I buy. I buy a different kind of spandex just about every couple years, whatever I think will generally work. I like high-waisted because it kind of just like smooths everything out. And then we just sew it into the right leg hole. So every morning I just put this on underneath my clothes and you can't really tell. It holds it in place nicely. My leg's not gonna just fall off if I move funny during the day. It is staying in place. So that's what we've come up with. I don't know, this is just something that I've grown up knowing, and my grandma, she's so awesome. Even when I was little and we like made my first set of legs for me, she made a doll that had a detachable leg the exact same way as this, that you could put the leg on and off the doll. And so I called it Mini-Me, and I still have that to this day. I would get it to show you, but it's in the basement. So, another time. But this is really just an appreciation post for my grandma for being so awesome and helping me out through all these years. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave any comments of questions, or if you have any weird adaptations that you've kind of invented yourself. But until I post again, don't forget to love yourself, and I will see you very soon. Bye!